Okay, hi. I'm Max, spelled with two X's. Um, I've been debating on whether doing this or not, and I've been told I should do it, but it's always like I've always debated about it, and I didn't even know where to start with this, but that's okay. um, just because I was like, I don't know how to do my first video, but today I was just like, you know what, let's just make a poll and let's just go for it. So that's basically what I did, and a lot of people said yes, and then so that's what I'm doing. So I'm Max, I'm 19, I'm going to be 20 in May. So basically what I plan on doing with this whole thing is that it's to kind of like show like a different perspective on how trans male or like just a trans person in general can transition. Just because I know that there's a lot of people that show their transition, but it's always different for everybody else, and so this is kind of like a different perspective of it and that's also just kind of like show me how like I've transitioned throughout starting it all. And yeah. It's basically me. I'm a female to male trans, or also like shortened as FTM, or just like, I'm just a trans male. I'm sorry for like moving forward. But it's basically me. I came out like 3 years ago when I was like 16, sophomore in high school. Came out in December. Um, so basically what I'm going to be talking about most is kind of like information about how to like bind safely, and like what not to use, like what to use and what not to use. um a lot of stuff about like like hormones, and also like hormone replacement therapy, or also shortened to as HRT, top surgery, bottom surgery. I don't know much about either surgery. I just know that they're expensive, and I know a little bit more about top than bottom, but that's okay because I plan on doing research on both before that happens. And that's actually going to be a little bit away from now because I'm not even on hormones yet, but I do hope on starting that soon once all of this quarantine is done, but soon. I, with hormones, I plan on like talking about like the pros, the cons, complications. Obviously you're not gonna get all may not happen, but that's okay. You may not even get all the cons or complications. It's just like, just it's like has happened, so it might happen. Who knows, Um, but it's basically, showing like how I'm doing it. Also, I've seen a lot of people do shots for hormones, and also like it's kind of like a different perspective because I plan on not doing shots for hormones. I plan on doing a gel form, which like you just like, rub on your arm every day, kind of like, how like you take a pill every day, like, or you can take a pill every day, like birth control, like you take that every day. It's kind of like that, but it's like a gel you put on your arm every day as like your daily routine. Like, let's say you like do it before you brush your teeth in the morning, or do it after you brush your teeth, like whatever you decide to do it. That's what I plan on doing because the actual thought of like sticking a needle into my leg terrifies me. I don't mind needles, but it's just the thought of actually putting a needle in my leg or my butt just like terrifies me, And I actually thought that needles was the only way to actually do it, and then I was informed that there's the gel, which I'm excited because no, No needles. No. But it does like show that there's like different like options to do hormones than, you know, for on stabbing yourself in a leg or your butt or, you know, wherever your doctor shows you how to inject it. But I plan on doing gel, so it's kind of like a different perspective on actually how to put hormones within you, and it doesn't leave any sort of like residue or whatever, you know, just like you know, it's like lotion. It kind of like dissolves into your skin, but if you put too much lotion on, then like you leave a film. But just yeah. This also shows like kind of like my transition through all, and like just to like inform other people, like, hey, you know, other people are going through this, like, you know, you're not alone. Other people aren't alone. I know I'm not alone going through this. Like, I know I have family and friends that are there for me, but it's like, you know, knowing that someone else is going through it, like, you know, it helps a lot better than not knowing anybody. So it's kind of like, you know, like other people to know that like someone else is going through the same thing, you know, same problem, same struggle. So like I totally get the whole like being misgendered, all that other lovely jazz, dysphoria, the, you know, how to bind safely. I did research on how to safely bind before I got my first binder, because like knowledge is power. So I'm this is probably really awkward, but that's okay because that's how I am. And yeah, but I mean, for like people who wanted like for like female to male, like, you know, FTM, whoever want to start like, you know, binding, do research, because there's a lot of like safety precautions. Like you can't you can't go more like, there's probably like another video, but like I'll give like, you know, like a couple things is that like you can't go more than like 8 hours without like, you can't go more than 8 hours of binding, because that's like really difficult on your lungs and your chest and your rib cage, and it's just like, you know, a lot on your chest area. So you have to give yourself a break, and also like give yourself like a day break within the week, or like 2 days break without binding, just to like, you know, because it's super restricting on like the chest area. And also why am I blanking on words? Oh, when you do like first time ever putting on a binder, hurts like no other. Trust me on that. It hurts like yeah, it does hurt, like randomly does hurt, but it's just you get used to it after a while. Like I like it's not like you get used to the pain, but it's just like you kind of like adjust to like the feeling of it, because it feels awkward at first. You don't know what to do, and you're constantly feeling it, and it kind of hurts. But after like a while of like, after like a couple days, or like after like a week, or you know, however long, you kind of like get used to the feeling. And sometimes you forget it's there. Like I always forget. No, not always. There are times where I do forget I am binding, and then I try to go to sleep, and then I'm like, wait, no, I'm binding. I have to like get out of this, because you're not really supposed to sleep in it, because like I've said, you can't go more than 8 hours with it on, because it's really restricting on your chest area, your lungs, your rib cage, the lovely jazz. But I'll get like, you know, but binder safety, um whole other video. And also like I don't know everything about binder safety, but you know, I do, like I know what I will know, you know. But you know, it's kind of like an intro video, like, you know, I'm 19, I spell my name with 2 X's. My name is short for Maxwell, but normally people just call me Max, like, you know. you know. So obviously this is gonna be super awkward, but that's okay, cause that's me in a nutshell. Yeah, I'm not gonna like set another like a due date for the next video, because I might forget and then procrastinate and then feel bad that I didn't make it in time. But you know, I'll give a time frame. But this is basically gonna be like how it is. Maybe not like this exact setup. Maybe I might do somewhere else. I don't know. I've never done this before. um, um, but yeah, this is kind of like a little intro video. It's kind of long, not really, a little. I don't know, but I'll probably just like, you know, give like more info, like not like a whole lot of information about myself, but like, you know, as these kind of like progress, I would like, you know, start talking a little bit more, and then eventually like start just picking up how everywhere my brain just goes everywhere, you know. I can never focus on just one specifically. My brain just goes everywhere. But I'm just gonna wrap this up. But hormones, transitioning, surgeries, safety, pros, cons, complications, whatever I feel like, you know, whatever goes on, I will talk about. I also just like, yeah. So basically, I'm just gonna give myself a time frame, because I don't want to say a specific day or date or whatever, but within a week, maximum a week, for the next video, probably talking about like binder safety and whatever subject, like whatever, mainly like binder safety, how to like bind safely and all that lovely jazz, because I feel like that's where one starts, is getting a binder. Maybe binder safety and coming out. I don't know. We'll see. I know for a fact binder safety, because that is important to know. Key information. But within a week or less, binder safety, and well, we'll see how it goes. Who knows? But definitely binder safety within a week or less, maybe a little bit longer than a week. I don't know. It all depends on my memory, but yeah, this is me. Bye.